What's good, y'all? What's up with it? Yeah, it's your girl Poppy,
And I'm Joanna, but you can call me Joe.
Hey, it's Sierra.
and you're tuned in to Girl. Let me tell you, girl. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Okay, let's get into this gig. Everybody's nice and cozy. We got our PJs on. It's giving very much girl chat. We just gonna have a good time, chill, whatever. In the spirit of girl chat, I have a really interesting question to ask y'all. Would you marry yourself and why or why not? Poppy, you go.
I knew you was gonna call me out first. I do not have an answer. Let's see. Would I marry myself? You know what's funny is I actually know or saw this woman on Instagram marry herself, have a whole ceremony, and invited her friends and family to her wedding to herself. And she kissed herself in a mirror and was like, I married myself. Now, the symbolic part of it was, she made this commitment to love herself and to never give up on herself and all that kind of stuff, right? But baby, a whole wedding ceremony? Now that's another level of extra I don't think I will ever understand. And now, will I marry myself? As much as I do love me some me, I mean, I love me some me. I don't know if I could get married to myself now.
What?
I don't know. I feel like that's a lot. Now, I have definitely made like commitments to myself. I've made promises to myself. I've even thought about getting myself like a promise ring to myself as like a promise to continue doing certain things in my life and, all that kind of stuff. But like to marry, that means do I have to, would I have to divorce myself if I actually got married for real? I don't know. I don't know if I would marry myself, but I do love myself though. I would make a good
Interesting.
promise. I make a good promise. But marriage, whew, it's a lot.
Interesting. What do you think, Sierra?
Well, since Poppy put it that way, because I was just thinking like, oh yeah, I love myself. I would marry me. Like any guy would be glad to have me. But she was like, ceremony, kiss in the mirror. Absolutely not. How am I gonna ask myself, will you marry me? Then I gotta ask her. Absolutely not. But
Yeah.
do I think I'm like marriage material? Like a guy will be, top tier marrying me. Okay. So yeah.
Period.
I'll marry myself because I think I'm a good person.
Okay.
Okay, honestly, me, absolutely, I would marry myself 100% because why not? Like, come on, the material. Look, lately, I have just been feeling just so confident in every aspect. I have literally been telling people, somebody is missing out on me. Look, marriage material. I'm such a great person. Like, I'm so
Yes.
fun to be around. I would be so fun to be married to, even if I was married to myself. Now, I don't know about a whole like ceremony or whatever.
I was gonna say, girl, you gonna send me an invitation or what? Because at this point, you about to
Look,
have a whole wedding ceremony.
no, I
Sierra,
don't know
you
what's more
ready? We're gonna be the
strange.
bridesmaids.
Listen, because listen, you're here while we're here. But I don't know what's more strange, marrying yourself or actually coming to the self wedding. I think you're a little more strange if you come to the self wedding. Anyways, we'll have to get into that. I don't know if I would have a wedding. I think I would just have a piece of paper declare it that I am married to me. Because period. I would
Mhm.
love to marry myself. That would just be a good time. Eventually I would get a little bored and want a little change. So I don't know. We can talk about that with me down the line. But for right now, I'm getting married. Period.
Well, y'all, thank you for joining into this episode. Like Joanna said, this is giving cozy. This is giving girl chat. We're just gonna talk about a couple of things that are on our mind right now, and we have a very juicy game coming at the end of this episode. So y'all better stay tuned because it's about to get a little interesting. I would love for us to get into the topic of self-love. We already started off talking about if we were married ourselves. How have your beauty standards evolved over the years? And if you can remember when you were younger, what was like the pinnacle of beauty for you?
white girls. Now, I'm just speaking from my personal experience. So, where I grew up at, whole bunch of white people, especially in my class, predominantly white. All my friends were white. I only had a few black friends, but I always looked at the white girls and I was like, wow, they're so pretty. I wish I could look like them. It's sad, but
Mm.
just as a kid, you're so impressionable.
Yeah.
And they had everything that I didn't have. Their families looked like different from mine. I thought they were more privileged, which they were and still are. So automatically, their life was just more beautiful than mine. So that was like the standard for me. It wasn't necessarily so that people were putting that on me,
Mm-hmm.
but it was that that's what I was seeing. So that's what I wanted to be. Like there were so many times I'd be like, and I'm just being honest, real transparent. I wish I was white so I could be like them. I want to be pretty. I want to go on family vacations. I want to have my hair straight, which I used to straighten my hair all the time because I
Yeah.
wanted so badly for it to just be manageable and pretty and everyone look at me and be able to run my fingers through it, all the things. So for me, the standard was white. Now it's not, but it was.
It was. Wow.
Yeah.
I appreciate that honesty for real.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, it was okay. So this is kind of different. So for me, at like the early age, the beauty standard was honestly who you were as a woman. So it was just like your personality. Did you have a good heart? And then once I got to like upper middle school, high school, then it became like the physical beauty standard. And so that's when like you'll
Mm.
see all the guys kind of like flock to the cheerleaders or anyone who was just fit, had like a certain face, had like good long hair, good curly hair. It was just if you look like this bracket of girls in high school. And so then that's where my beauty standard kind of like changed. Like, I don't look like them. And so it was just like, okay, Sierra, well, you gotta not be yourself. You gotta not look
Yep.
like, not act like yourself. And so it's not like I could like change my skin color or like my genes. So it was just like that's where that identity search like came from. Now I'm just like, well, God, you don't make mistakes. I look like this. If I want to change, then I'll work on it. But at the end of the day, this is how you created me. So I'm just rocking in it. But yeah, it usually came from who you are as a woman to the physical. Now it's just me.
It's just me.
Yeah.
And that's so interesting. For me, growing up, the beauty standard was me.
I hate her. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Are we shocked? No, we are not.
I, I should be shocked.
She
I
said
really
I should be shocked. Y'all. And I'm not trying to be like that person or that girl, but like when I was growing up, it was me. I was like, I look great. I'm beautiful. My body is banging. I'm that girl, and that was just how I felt. I don't know. That's just what it was. It didn't shift for me until I got to college and I was in a friend group. We had me and then there was like a couple of black girls in the group, but we were all kind of like different shades of black, but it was a very, very light skinned girl and there was a white girl in the group and we would go out and have a good time, but it kind of would get in my head because anytime like a guy would come to the girl group and try to talk to somebody, they would automatically go to the light skinned girl first. They would automatically, go to the white girl. They would automatically do that. And I was like, this don't feel right to me. And the beauty standard for me kind of shifted there where I was like, well, obviously the beauty image is a light skinned girl or a white girl. Do you think that beauty standards and or body image is in a direct correlation to the way that you love yourself or the value or how much self-love that you have? Does that question make sense?
I think beauty standards are going to be beauty standards regardless of what the value that you hold for yourself. Because
Mhm.
I feel like you could be the most confident person in the room, the most confident person in the world. But the world is still going to see one thing is more lovable or more beautiful than another. So I don't think there's a correlation. I do think there's a direct correlation to, however, body image, because that's a separate thing. It's all underneath self love, but that's that's separate to me than beauty standards, because the body image, that comes from the standard. But the self-love, it kind of feeds into the standard in a way. So it all kind of goes hand in hand. So if you don't have the self-love, then your body image automatically is affected by how the standard is already set, if that makes sense. Everybody has like that thing that makes them feel super, super confident, like their favorite, I don't know, like whatever favorite feature they have about themselves. Like, do you think that that's enough to say that I have this much amount of confidence, and like Poppy says, I am the standard? Like, of course, you'll be, influenced by the world and different people, but is that truly enough to like withhold you for the duration of your life? Does that make sense?
It it does make sense. And tell me why the first thing I thought about was plastic surgery. Because there are some
Mm.
people who might feel like, "Oh, yes, like, I love my smile. Oh, but my boobs, I need to change those. Oh, but I need to get a tummy tuck, or I need to do this." And I feel like if a person can't, find that self-love just, like, within themselves and not in an attachment to something that is on them or is attached to them, then they can in some way, shape, or form fall into different things such as plastic surgery because they're not taking that time to just kind of like learn about who they are rather than trying to fit themselves into different categories and different standards in the industry
Mhm.
or in the world, for sure.
Because even when we talk about like plastic surgeries, it kind of reminds me, it takes me back to like what we just talked about, which is just like when did you start noticing a beauty standard or when that came, to you. And I think for me, my thing with plastic surgery is just that you see a lot of women whose bodies are like the same. And so I'm just like, so all these strangers just has the same body image in their head and getting that almost the exact same surgery. So it's just like, who told you that was the standard? Instead of like, okay, like I know this feature about me, I'm gonna just change my nose a little bit. It's just like y'all kind of looking alike. So it's just like who told all y'all
Mm.
this was the standard and that what you're I don't want to say like the original you, but like how you were wasn't good enough, So like where did that start for them? So that's just like my little spiel on like plastic surgery. It kind of makes me sad. I ain't even gonna lie, because I'm just like somebody told you weren't good enough. Like to me, that's what I'm thinking of.
Somebody told them or
Yeah,
they told themselves.
not for real.
And they believed it. They believed the other
Mhm.
person.
Yeah. I've never thought about plastic surgery in that way. I feel like that's such a good point. I feel like I see the same body type, like not everywhere I look, not because it's not really so much around me, but like on social media, it's all the same, like the same sizes, the same type of curve, just the same look and aesthetic. It's all the same. So I feel like it kind of defeats the purpose of wanting to change your own type of beauty standard simply to look like the next person. And I think that the beauty in loving yourself is that you are different and that you should embrace that. That's such a good point. I've never thought about it that way.
Okay, so since we're talking about like beauty standards, where it begins, and all these things, I kind of want to segue into relationships because we've been on the hot topic about relationships this season. So we're gonna hit it again. And I want to ask, so do you all feel that you have to love yourself before you can get into a relationship? Why or why not?
The obvious answer would be yes. I think it's important to love yourself before you get into any type of relationship. I think it's important to establish that self-love even before you just start like kind of casually talking to people. Because I think if you don't, and I've done this before, if you don't truly love yourself, and see yourself as a standard, as Poppy would say, then you'll just find yourself having a lot of unnecessary difficulties and a lot of bumps in the road when you do try to be in relationships. Because I feel like I hit a point in like my dating journey or experience, I should say, where I didn't know what I wanted. And it's because I was confused on a lot of internal things. And that was just kind of manifesting, and not only in my relationships, but in every area of my life. It was just kind of like a domino effect. And I'm not saying you have to be just so sure of everything, because it's not possible and you don't have to be, but at least know one thing. And that one thing should be that I love myself, and I deserve to be loved the way that I love me, the way that God loves me, and even more than that. So, yes, my answer is yes. Poppy.
Ha! Not you calling me out, dang. Like Joanna said earlier, the obvious answer is yes. But do I think that it's a necessity to love yourself before getting into a relationship? No, I don't think it's a necessity. And I only say that because I've seen so many like opportunities and experiences in relationships where people have not really loved themselves, but they learned how to love themselves because they were in a relationship with somebody else. And I think that could be a really interesting experience. That's not an experience that I necessarily want to have. I want to be where I love myself completely wholly and fully, so that I am able to be the better person for my person, essentially. And so that's my little 2 cents on it. I've seen it work for others, so I don't think it's a necessity, but I do think it could definitely be helpful, if you're like out here in the dating world, unless you already got somebody in your back pocket that know you and they ready to, go through the ups and downs with you to do that. But if you out here like, I'm starting from scratch, I need to start dating, I would want to be the person that's like, I know what I want, I know that I love myself, and I know that I'm at a place that I can love somebody else.
That's an interesting take. Interesting.
So I agree. I've seen both sides. I do believe, our theme, individualized journeys. So people go through things differently towards wholeness. I personally believe that like you should be whole before you enter into a relationship. I wouldn't want you to change or mold into the person and then kind of like abandon yourself or pick up habits or just things that are actually that person and not even you. And then later down the line, realizing, I don't even like this. I hate going to these on Saturdays. It's just like, it's not even you at this point.
That kind of stuff is really important to me because I'm very independent, and I'm almost too independent to the point where introducing someone else to this wonderful life that I'm living is very
weird. It's weird, right?
Yeah,
like
very,
when
very weird.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you wholeheartedly because I be wrestling and tussling and fighting myself like, oh, I want to get in a relationship, but no, I do not, because what would that even look like? Like, I'm the type of person I'm going on dates and I'm ordering my meal and paying for it. And they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh.
Wait, hold on. Run that back.
What?
You gonna go on a date and pay for your own meal?
I have done it before. And not on purpose, but like I'm just used to doing what I do. I'm just used to doing what I do. So like I order it and then I'm like, okay, here's the card. And they're like, excuse me. And I'm like, here's not the card.
Give it back.
I'm on a date. Yeah. The door opening things. I don't know. And I think another thing that has made me a little bit more, not rough around the edges, but kind of rough around the edges is like being a mom. Like when I'm out with Jeremiah, I'm the one that's on the street, on the sidewalk. I'm the one that's opening the doors, holding stuff open. I'm the one doing all that because I'm protecting him. Y'all, I went on a excursion with a man and I was shook. I was like, sir, why are you on the side of the road? He was like, because I'm protecting you. I was like, oh, my bad.
That's my job.
Okay. We got to the door. He was like, why is your hand on the door? I was like, oh, I ain't never experienced this before.
Wow.
But like when you have to be all the things, you just you don't think about it until you have to think about it. And then that's what gets me a little kind of like scared and nervous is like, oh snap. Like if there was actually a man that came into this picture, I would have to like legitimately change who I am. And I don't know if I'm prepared for that.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am right now because I'm in the season where I'm open to dating and open to relationships and really more so trying to be serious about somebody. Um, but something in the back of my head is like, are we sure? Because we could go get married to us right now. We could just marry us. It could just be you and me. And I'm like, I'm here for that. I'm here for the thought of marrying me because I already said it. Why not? I'll just do all the work. I don't have to worry about nobody else showing up. It's just me. Me forever. But realistically, I would love to have a family in the future and kids and a husband and all the things. So that's something that I want. But again, the independence thing, woo, we're gonna have to work on that. We're gonna have to work on that. Cause for sure I've seen it show up in like a few relationships that I've had where I've had to like almost try to ease up a little bit and it didn't really work. Because that kind of stuff I feel like can be detrimental in a relationship because men kind of need that little ego boost. Like, let's just be real. Y'all
They
need that,
really
men.
do. They really do. Like, I'm like, come on now. Now,
Y'all need
gosh
that.
darn it. I need
Yes.
to do all this to boost your ego? Goodness.
Exactly.
Who boosted
Just boost it.
mine?
Boost yourself.
For real. Come
Boost
on
yourself.
now. Love yourself. Boost yourself.
No, for real. Where is your self-love? Come on now. Oh my goodness. The point I was trying to make was that I can do for myself. And
Exactly.
what I've already been used to doing, I don't want you to come in and disrupt it. I want you to come in and just show me a
And
different way
add
how to
to
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
Add
Oh,
to it,
thank
love.
you. Add to
Add
it.
to it,
Add
love.
to it, love.
Add to
And
it,
you know,
love.
I hate to bring this up, but it's because it's in every single conversation when you're talking about relationships. But that table, you know what I'm talking about? What are you bringing to the table?
Oh,
And I
yeah.
hate to bring it up in this conversation because it's in every conversation. But that's how I feel though. Like if there's a table and I have this half and I'm looking for that half of it, when I'm talking to you, this conversation, your mind, what are you bringing to the table? Like, because I can do for myself on every aspect and every level. So what can you bring to come to my table to make it better? Because what's that Tyler Perry Medea? I can do bad all by myself. And baby, I ain't even doing bad. Okay, so if I got a +1 plus like we got to be doing good or better. So come on now. Don't play with me.
That like goes into, I think, culturally or the world or whatever, it's just like they think that it's just finances or something, or like how you gonna look on my arm, like status, like can we go to, just certain things like that. And I've been hearing again like purpose partners is what it's like supposed to be or whatever. So it's just like if I'm super independent and I really, don't need additives or whatever, then it's just like you as a person, it's like it's your personality that I need. It's the way that you can get up in the morning and be happy, or it's like you can find the good in every situation, or like you can calm me down, or you can tell me to get up and go somewhere, just things like that. It's not just like, can you pay my bill? Can you pay my bill? Can you pay my credit?
All right, because 8 times out of 10, they can't even do that. But that's a conversation for another day. Man, y'all, this is funny. This is real life girl chat. I'm not even playing with y'all.
It is, and I'm living for it. And I wonder, like, have y'all ever wondered what guys think that we talk about when we get together and have these sort of conversations? Because I would just love to be a fly on the wall in a room full of men talking about women.
Yes.
I would just love to see it. If I could just read their minds.
Just one time.
Just one time. Just for a day. I just want to be able to see, like, what y'all think about.
Right.
What type of questions do you have? Like, how do you perceive me? Like, what's tea? I just want to know.
I mean, do we really want to know tea? Because we can get the tea.
I think we should get the tea, actually. In real life.
It's time for game time.
Hey.
I'm burning up for you, baby.
So this game is called Burning Questions. Y'all, these are the questions that we have been dying to ask our male friends. So here's what we're going to do in real time. They have no idea what's about to go down, okay? We've all picked 2 guy friends, and we're just going to call them. It's 10 o'clock at night. Wake them up, interrupt whatever they got going on, and we're going to each ask them 2 questions each and get their live responses. Let's get into it. I'll go first. What's up, Reg? So I have a random question for you.
Hmm.
Do do men really care about boobs and butt size? Like truly, do you really care?
I mean, it plays a part. Yeah.
Plays a part in what?
If you like somebody or not.
Oh, okay. So which is more important to you, boobs or butt size?
I'll say butt size.
Why am I not shocked? I already knew you was gonna say that. I already knew you was gonna say that.
Why?
Just because I know you, Reg. Thank you so much for playing.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Go 60. It's your birthday.
All right. So so I'm just gonna ask you a couple questions and just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. What's the top thing you wish women understood about men?
Is the top thing I wish that women understood about men. How hard we work at CC.
Oh, that's a sweet answer.
What's up?
So random question. How long does it take you to recover after you've been like hit in the balls?
Ooh. Fully?
Fully.
Like a minute.
What's a minute?
It take a minute. Like you'll still feel it like that night. But I mean, like to fully recover, you'll be back good in about like maybe 45 to an hour.
Wow. It takes that long for real?
Yeah, like so anytime that happens, like people be thinking people be over exaggerating, like, nah, bro, like I feel it because it's not your nuts that's hurting, bro. You can feel it like in your stomach. Like it's bad.
That's tough.
My second question is, what is the number one thing men look for in a wife?
Remember just one thing, right? Or just one thing.
Mm-hmm. Just the one thing. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of a wife?
Dependability.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Girl, let me tell you appreciate you. And that's all I have for you.
No problem. You said you was going to update me on life.
We're recording right now.
Now he put you on blast.
Not update me on life.
Nah, for real. I thought you was going to update me on live. We recording right now.
Do you actually think that like women look better without makeup?
I do. I'm not a fan of makeup.
Really? So you would prefer a woman be like natural bare face?
Natural hair, natural.
Hair too?
Yeah, now I like natural hair. I mean, yeah, if you straighten it out, cool. But like, I like natural hair. I like natural. I don't like all that makeup, bro. Cause it's like, bro, you doing all that? Like, what I gotta wake up to in the morning? Like, I'm not worried about what you look like when you go out. Like, I don't want to wake up and be like, oh, ugh, and then you go out, you be like, oh, you the baddest one. Like, nah, bro. Like, I want the full thing.
Right. Okay. So you don't want no like middle part bust down.
Yeah, it's okay to be like that sometimes. I don't want that 24/7.
Okay.
Cause I can't change how I look, so I don't like the females. Like I don't like females being able to change how they look. Cause some of these hoes be busted, but they put makeup on and they tens. Like I don't like that. Like,
Bro,
I can't change how I look. So why would I go after a female who go from a 2 to a 10 within like 30 minutes? Like I don't like that.
That's fair. So you'd rather settle for like a good medium, like a 5, 6.
Not even a 5. No, I want my female to be a natural 10. Like
Ooh.
Look good without makeup on and still apply pressure.
I know that's right. Okay.
What's up with you, mommy? ¿Qué pasa?
Hey, what are you doing? Speaking Spanish.
Yo soy Tanabacha. ¿Aquí? ¿Tú aquí?
What's going on with you?
¿Cómo estás tus días?
Muy bien. Yo no sé.
Hold on, baby. Let me call you right back, all right?
Okay.
Baby? And y'all want to talk about me at the end of my phone call?
Look, wait. Wow.
He said, "What's up, mommy?" I said, "Wow."
Look, He normally doesn't act this way. Oh my God, he's calling me back. Oh my God, okay. I have a question for you.
What is that?
And it's super random, but I just want to know your thoughts, okay? What makes you feel loved in a relationship?
So, what makes me feel loved in a relationship?
Yes.
I don't know. Granted, I've never been in a relationship, but I can tell you what I like. I'm very attracted to a feminine woman. If a woman is very feminine inside of a relationship or inside of a courtship or dating or whatever you want to call it, the girls that I've always liked in the past have always been very feminine towards me and always been very affectionate, so to say. And even after that, it's who you are.
Okay, got it. Just be yourself and be feminine. Great.
No, it's so much more than that. I promise it's so much more than that. What time will you be up? I'll call you and I can give you a better answer.
I'll be up.
Okay, I'll call you.
Okay.
I will give you a better answer.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Now, I need to know who this is because the way this conversation was up, down, left, right. Who is this?
Woo! He was at work.
So, okay. I got one more random question. Women are always like, I feel uncomfortable walking alone because men be weird and sketchy, all that kind of stuff. Has there ever been an experience where like a woman has made you feel uncomfortable before?
Just like what, like following me around or something?
I mean, really anything. Has a woman ever made you like just feel uncomfortable or done something?
Yeah,
like
like I've had like a woman come up to me in a club and like grab my ass or like grab my like meat. I've had that happen. Yeah, like no cap, and like then be like, I need your number. Like they be hella aggressive.
I would never. That's really wrong, actually. I'm sorry that's happened because that's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have stalkers? Because you said something about somebody following you. Has somebody stalked you?
Yeah,
before?
like stalkers. Like I've had to tell females I was gay like multiple times.
Don't make me laugh.
I'm dead serious though. Like I wish I was lying.
I wish you were too. Oh my gosh.
That's the better out than just telling them like, nah, you're not my type. Like, hey, I'm gay. Like I don't move like that.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'd rather deal with them thinking I'm gay and them telling people I'm gay than like hurting their feelings because they already be hella aggressive.
Obviously, very aggressive. Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing.
For sure.
You, baby.
We're gonna end the game. Burning questions. The fire has dimmed down as it should. It's time to go to bed. Thank y'all so much for playing the game. Shout out to our wonderful, lovely guy friends on this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed the game as much as we did. We hope y'all got a fun little key out of it because I'm definitely still thinking about some of those conversations.
Well, all right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. Thank you so much for tuning in to Sierra and Joanna. I tell y'all this every episode, but thank you so much for coming on this wild journey with me on this podcast and chatting with me. To all the listeners and watchers out there, we appreciate y'all so much more than you know.
But you know, the conversation does not stop here. Our episodes drop every other Friday at noon. But in the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook.
And of course, you know, you can always tune in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, pretty much anywhere you get your podcast. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Girl, Let Me Tell You Podcast. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We will see y'all next time on
Girl, let me tell you.